Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the most anticipated and equally most dreaded race of the season here in the Midwest F1 League, the Midnight Monaco Grand Prix. 19 corners make up this tight and tricky 3.3-kilometer street circuit that stretches almost the entire length of the country. And with only one DRS zone, qualifying will mean everything. And I tell you what, very good to be back here in Monaco. We took the break from it last season. Big old gaping hole in the schedule without Monaco there. That part is for sure. And this season, Pork Chops actually decided to align the season along with the F1 calendar, which I wasn't a huge fan of at first. But I actually have come to quite enjoy it, really, because then you get it all in one tight spot there of continuity, I guess. Seamless continuity, as we wait for JC Blackley to load up. Well, it's been a while. I think this is my first... No, this is the second Division 2 race I've done this season. As here we are, the qualifying session has begun in the streets of Monaco. Well, Dusty Lusky 93 is going to be our first to get underway down the pit straight here. This is really the only part of the track you'll find yourself going into 8th gear as you head into... this is Saint-Devat, up the hill, gotta keep it close to the wall there on exit up through Beau Rivage and into Massenet here. Very tricky. This braking zone in particular, it's around the corner. You can often get oversteer on exit through Casino, doing very well there. Maybe a little bit of oversteer. Heading back down the hill here into the Grand Hotel hairpin. One of the only corners on schedule you'll take at first gear. Then go down into Portier. This is, I believe, a couple famous crashes happened to that corner, through the tunnel, through the Casino. Very, very tight quarters here. Got to make sure you get it absolutely correctly. You saw Fernando Alonso back, and I believe it was 2005, had a bit of an incident there into the Neuville chicane. Be careful not to hit the wall on entry or exit of the corner. Now into Tabac, Louis Chiron, and the swimming pool. Very tricky combination of corners here. I believe I'll tell you, Charles Leclerc will tell you all about that one. Now into Rascasse and Anthony Nogues. Got to take it nice and wide there. Be sure not to clip the Armco barrier on entry to Rascasse there. DRS open, down the line they go, and it's a 1:10.7 for Dusty Lusky. That, I'd have to believe, is going to be a very tricky lap to beat there. A 1:10 into Tabac now. This is a tricky corner. I always get caught out here, that's for sure. And he's hit the wall there, I believe. And that's just the best camera shot in Formula 1, isn't it? Over the curbs heavy, doesn't invalidate. I believe hits the wall on exit again onto Rascasse here. Exit of Anthony Nogues. Let's see what he's got. DRS open to the line he goes. I believe this is going to be pole, and it is 1:10.453. That clears it by, I believe, just over 0.2 of a second there. Not bad. And I thought Dusty's lap was quite untouchable for what it was. Killer XL, I don't want to say has blown it out of the water, but he's done just that, hasn't he? Beau Rivage and into Massenet. Dusty Lusky has binned it somewhere. Yes, he has. Dusty Lusky, who, by the way, was on a great effort of qualifying so far, has it P2. However, he's gone and crashed the car on exit of the Neuville chicane. What's he done there? Oh, and Brian Moster's not gotten that one correct, has he? Aston Martin of JC Blackley just went through that. Now up goes the Haas of Adel Tonian. Did he potentially hit the wall on the inside of the corner and then bounce it off the outside wall? I bet you that's what he's done. Yeah. And I tell you what, thankfully for him, he's put in a good qualifying effort there. As we were along with Shariah Coleslaw originally, he has invalidated his lap. Holding his line well. Yeah, not purple sector 2 for him, but I'm sure he's going to improve here potentially. Oh, and no, he hasn't. Typical commentator's curse there as he cuts the chicane through the swimming pool, and I believe that's kind of just done in his lap there. So he's going to, unfortunately, make his way into the pits. He's not really got a lot of time to go out on another attempt here. That is mega unfortunate for him. Seemed to do okay. Maybe a little bit slow on the exit of the hairpin, potentially. I'm not a driver anymore, so maybe I'm a bit wrong. I never actually did have a Grand Prix at this track, aside from F2, and that's a much different animal. Killer XL, all he can manage is second. KD35, I believe, coming around the final couple corners now. He looks as if he's not going to better this time lap attempt, and he's not. So we'll have to go along with Helgelin as he's coming to the line now. Is he going to improve, and no, it doesn't look like he is. EDA Forward now has Purple Sector 2 written all over it, rounding Anthony Nogues now, maybe a little bit slow on entry to Rascasse. To the line he goes. This one's going to be close, and it's P3 for EDA Forward. Not bad at all, and the next driver behind him on a time lap is Brian Mosser. Actually, JC Blackley goes 10th. Not bad from him. He's in need of a good result, let me tell you. Brian Mosser, at the moment, is he going to better his previous attempt, this best lap that he could manage so far, and I'm not quite sure he is. So unless Pork Chops has a last-ditch effort here, which he hasn't, he's invalidated the lap, so it's KD35 taking pole position, Killer XL in second, EDA Forward third. And then we got Dirty Boy Jackson rounding out the second row. And so now it looks like finally we're going to start to get our formation lap underway. We had to do a little bit of a lobby change there just for a minute, but as the formation lap begins, we'd like to remind you yet again that this and every Midwest F1 broadcast is brought to you by not only Sim Racer Coin, Epos Audio, but also Raise Energy as well. So, before we actually get to anything in this formation lap, we had a cool little detail to bring out. JC Blackley, if you notice him, I'll actually turn off the telemetry for right now. Sporting a new helmet tonight. He tells me he's doing it for his mother. I guess she's having a hard time in hospital right now. Don't need all the important details. Just want to wish her a speedy recovery for whatever it is that she's going through. Definitely pretty cool of him to do that. So he's racing for a good cause tonight, but definitely hope to see him get a good result. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I can't see the lights. There we go. EDA Forward. Lights are turning on. And we're off Midnight Monaco. KD35 gets a really good start off the line. He's cleared Killer XL, and KD35 makes it in the first corner. Behind them, it seems. Everything has gone smoothly for now. We got the McLaren of Helgelin alongside Kitten Petter there. Up the hill they go, and it looks like for now, everything getting out cleanly there. The Alpha Tauris have sorted out amongst themselves. A little bit of a battle going on at the back between Adel Tony and Hightower. Potentially something's gone awry there. Kitten Petter looking to the inside of Dusty Lusky, or Helgelin rather, as they head down into the hairpin. All seems quiet and for now, which is a good sign. Towards the back, it looks like a Mercedes of Capital 58 battling amongst Adel Tony in there potentially, but for now, everything seems to be getting to normal Monaco here as they head through the tunnel and into the Neuville chicane. Dirty Boy Jackson looking to the back of EDA Forward, definitely taking the chicane well. No yellow flags even so far. This is a very clean getaway here to the Monaco Grand Prix, and it looks like at the moment KD35 has gotten away nicely. Killer XL even better as he extends the gap behind to EDA Forward. Now this is going to be the tricky one here. Can they avoid the accordion effect potentially down into Rascasse? And it seems like for now they have. Looks like, we do finally have a yellow flag off towards the back. That is Hightower and Pork Chops as well. Something has happened between the two of them, although it looks like Hightower is the only one without with wing damage there. Brian Mosser coming in, he's got wing damage it seems as well. Unfortunate for him, but for the most part we've gotten away okay here at the start. 3 cars pitting, Hightower, Brian Mosser, and Shariah Coleslaw all being falling victim to wing damage it seems. And it looks like KD35's on his way in with the early pit window, and he's hit the wall. So KD35, although I don't see any wing damage, he's replacing the front wing, and he's fallen back down to P7. He's now fit the medium tires. It looks like Kitten Petter's just gotten around Helgelin there. The one overtake we've made so far this race, and I've missed it. Good God, I've just Lance Strolled the entire Midwest F1 League, as it turns out. Because honestly, I'm not quite sure how much faster the lap times are from Killer XL to Dirty Boy Jackson. But, oh, and he's almost taken him out there. That got close. Dirty Boy Jackson won at EDA Forward there, and it was nearly catastrophic is what it was. If EDA Forward is the robot, then Dirty Boy Jackson's going to have to find a move around him quickly. As Killer XL, that gap now 3.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Dirty Boy Jackson starting to fall off the back of EDA Forward. Remember, EDA Forward is the robot, and that gap is now 1.2 seconds. Dirty Boy Jackson really starting to struggle potentially with his tire compounds. We saw him have some trouble earlier on in the stint, perhaps overheating. And is Killer XL going to come in? Yes, so Killer XL choosing to come in now. This is going to be the one to watch here, as it looks like everybody else choosing to drive past except for Dusty Lusky in front wing. So hang on a minute, was that a planned stop there for Killer XL? I'm not quite sure it was. That puts him down to P4, P5, as both him and the Alpine of Dusty Lusky both make their way into the pits. I'm not sure that was a planned stop there for the McLaren, and it's caught out Dusty Lusky. And so this is interesting here. Dusty, I believe, has just lost out on position because he thought that Killer XL was in to make a scheduled stop, when I think in reality he had to make a front wing change. That's not gone to plan at all, has it? That has really thrown a wrench into the plan of the Alpine team here. Older soft compound tires, and yeah, Houdini's actually going to let him pass here. We finally have our first on-track overtake of the day, and it was Houdini ceding the position to the faster car on the fresher compound. That is, well, highly depressing to say the least, but that is typical Monaco is what it is. Well, I must say, Houdini doing the right thing there, kind of letting them go by. And yeah, here goes EDA forward around the left side. Dirty Boy Jackson. It's actually going to cut back in front of Dirty Boy Jackson. Dirty Boy Jackson wanted the move. Houdini down to the inside on forward. They make contact, still side by side. And it looks like Dirty Boy Jackson's going to go around Houdini here. Houdini wanted to get past the robot of EDA forward. Dirty Boy Jackson wanted in on it as well. And unfortunately, it just all did not go to plan there, but Dirty Boy Jackson getting around Houdini. Killer XL wants to the back of KD35. He does set the fastest lap as well, hard on the brakes, and this is going to be the move to watch here. KD35 on the hard tires, Killer XL on the fresh mediums. This is going to be, well, there's no other way to say it, but I believe it's just going to be a ticking time bomb here for KD35, and he hits the wall on exit of Casino. Hey, and I tell you what, that's probably not done him well for the wings there. Has he got any damage? He doesn't. Although that's surely not helped him out any, that part's for sure. The top two of Kittenpetter and KD35, both with time penalties. Is Killer XL going to be able to make a move around him here? At some points, is the question. Not going to be into the Neuville chicane. KD35 really heavy on the curb. We saw, actually, I believe in one of my first broadcasts here, in season, it was either 2 or 3, we saw a Mercedes actually go upside down, going through, going over the curb and making contact with another car. That was something. Yeah. And that was in the last game as well. That was F1 2020. You didn't quite see those horrendous accidents happening all that often, but here's Killer XL. Can he find a way around KD35? He wants the left side, and he's going to have it. They're side by side into, what is this? This is Saint-Devat, and he's got the overtake made there. Nicely done. And now, meanwhile, that gap between P1 of Kittenpetter and P2 of Killer XL is now about 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds to be exact. Both on even tire strategies here. Oh, and KD's hit the wall, and KD's having to come in. This is another stop for KD, which I believe is unplanned, replacing the front wing yet again. And I would assume he's putting on the medium compounds here. And it just goes from bad to worse for KD, who this I believe is the second unplanned stop for the Red Bull driver, and he had no time to react. He hit the wall on exit of Raskas there. Not what you wanted to see there. Very, very patient, the man, but also somewhat too patient, it seemed. Oh, and he's hit the wall there! He's probably got wing damage as well. Somehow he hasn't, it seems, to the naked eye. KD35, however, does get around him in the process. And sweet, it's just we were talking about him there. Has hit the wall, going through the Neuville chicane. He's probably going to have to make a pit stop here. And yes, he is. So despite not having any wing damage to the naked eye, he is coming in to replace a front wing. And now Brian Moss are up into the top 10. Good battle here, it seems, between KD35 and Soy Loco, potentially. As we are getting to the halfway point in the race, contact there, it seems. KD35 really wants the spot. Is he going to try the inside? And no, he doesn't somehow. He talks himself out of that one. Down into the hairpin now. Oh, and he gets into the back of him. No, and KD35 again. Hitting something. This time the gearbox of Soy Loco. And is he going to have to come in for another wing change? I really hope he doesn't. His race can't afford to keep making these unplanned stops. Oh man, and I would have to see when we get back to the pit entry here. I'm not quite sure. He didn't hit it all that hard, although it was a good enough hit to make an impression. Oh, and there he goes again, almost making contact once more into the braking zone. He looks to the left. Soy Loco, no, and KD does decide to stay out, so he doesn't need the pit stop at the moment, although very aggressive and entertaining racing here. Is he going to try a move into Sandoval? Soy Loco cuts off the inside. I believe even more contact being made there with the gearbox of the AlphaTauri. Close racing here. Both these drivers on 3-second a time penalty. They can't afford to give each other any room. More contact being made there. To the inside now goes KD35 down, heading down the hill here. Into the corner they go, and it's a squeeze between Soy Loco and KD. And I don't think Soy Loco necessarily meant to do that. KD was well to the inside. That one has not gone to plan there for either driver, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have a steward report later on in the night, because honestly, I'm not quite sure that Soy Loco, it's not like KD made any sort of unnecessary dive into the position. He really had the spot, and then suddenly Soy Loco just chose not to really give him that much space going through the corner, although I believe Soy Loco, as he just hit the Armco barrier coming through Louis Chiron there. He may have. Capital 58, 3 seconds of time penalty for multiple warnings. Really out wide goes Soy Loco. Does KD look to the inside? No, he doesn't. So no wing damage for the Red Bull or the AlphaTauri as they once again head down the pit straight, this time for the 21st lap around the circuit. Still looking, still nothing. Doing everything they can, using every inch of this Monaco circuit to try to somehow get an advantage over the other. Contact potentially there, no. It's still gearbox to front wing there. KD wanted to move down to the inside into turn 5, and he's not made it happen. I don't think he necessarily needed to as well. Still hot on the heels of the AlphaTauri in front of him. Meanwhile, the gap from first to second is now less than 2 seconds between Kittenpetter and Dusty and Killer XL. Kittenpetter would be looking to negate the 3-second time penalty that he has. KD35 taking the wide line through the Neuville chicane there. Maybe can he have a move on Soy Loco here into the braking zone? No, he chooses not to. Although he is really looking for any advantage he could get over the curb as he goes into swimming pool now. Still nothing to be had. Soy Loco loose off the curbs on exit of the corner. Into the wall he goes. Soy Loco, I believe, has just hit the barrier on exit of Rascasse there. Into Anthony Noakes now, into the pit straight. Still nothing to be had between these two drivers. Oh, and as KD missed his braking zone, he gets to the gearbox of Soy Loco, up the hill, through Beau Rivage. Looking to get towards Massenet, and Soy Loco gets the better of him there. And now look at this, Killer XL with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So the gap, it's now all to play for between Kittenpetter and Killer XL. Kittenpetter could walk away with a victory here. Meanwhile, though, however, KD35 and Soy Loco still battling it out here for P8. And I'm not sure if either driver has the advantage. Soy Loco doing some unbelievable defending here, I'll say that much. However, is KD going to take exception to it? Is he going to be upset here? Because you saw the move heading into turn 5 where they came together the first time, and then they've made several contacts with each other throughout. Gearbox to front wing. Soy Loco yet again facing oversteer on exit of the curb coming out of the swimming pool. Into Rascasse they go, and KD, does he hold on to it? And he does. KD hit the inside of the corner going through Rascasse. His right rear tire coming in contact with the Armco barrier. Somehow he hasn't spun the car around. He's managed to hold on to it, and for now it seems that KD35 holds onto his car, but Soy Loco has temporarily at least won the battle. JC Blackley's got some work to do here. Soy Loco is on the fresher tire, is on equal tires to him, but KD's on the freshies here. KD's gonna have to get around him. Around the outside he goes. JC's pitting. Why is JC decide to come in and pit, and KD35 sends it round the outside, going through Anthony Nogues, and he picks up the position. That was a great move there. As we are edging closer to the final 10 laps of the Grand Prix here. JC rather, heavy over the curves. JC now a 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flag, and yeah, you'd have to believe that is the case. What's this here? He still hasn't. No, and he's taking the wing with him. No, and he's got into Killer XL. No, and that's JC is DNF'd. Oh my god, and he's gotten into Killer XL. Killer's got wing damage now. Good God almighty. The drama. JC wanted to cede position. It was a miscommunication between him and the McLaren driver. JC wanted to do it. He thought Killer XL was going to hold off until the pit straight, and then it was a crush between JC and Killer XL. JC hitting the barrier. Oh my god, you can't make these things up. JC Blackley now just deciding to leave the session. I think he'd better just retire in the pits there to avoid himself the time penalty. Well, he can't do that either. He's DNF'd in fairness, but one of the most on the grid, and he's going to have to make another one. No, he chooses to stay out. He's not got much time left. Can't afford to lose that many more positions. Oh, look at this, side by side as they go through Saint-Devat there, and Katie's actually gone round the left side of Pork Chops. That was a great move. Houdini here still trying to hunt down Pork Chops. It looks like the Red Bulls have done a switcheroo here. KD35 out in front of Grim Reefer, unless Grim Reefer, has he made some sort of a mistake? And he has. Both of the Red Bulls coming in. KD35, he's missing a front wing entirely. He's had to make another stop. This is his fourth, and it's a double stack for the Red Bulls. Oh, and this day goes from bad to worse for the team out of Milton Keynes. And another wing change happening here at Red Bull. This is unprecedented. Yikes, what's happened to him there? That's nearly gone unbelievably poorly. As KD35, can he find the left side of Sui? Still looking for it now, into the side pod. Fighting for it, everything he can. Sui now to the inside still. KD35 getting around Sui there. Albeit it wasn't the cleanest maneuver, but that's about the cleanest maneuver you can make at Monaco, in fairness. 0.4 of a second the gap as they head into Saint-Devat. Yeah, he's going to try it. No, and he backs out of it with moments to spare. However, they're still side by side up through Beau Rivage. And that's a great move there from Shiraya. Hats off to him. That was a beautiful overtake and well executed as well. So Killer XL, it looks like, is going to get second place after all. Thankfully to him. Oh, what's that? AlphaTauri slow. It's Kittenpetter. No, and Kittenpetter's on low fuel. Oh, and we saw this happening as well. I saw it earlier. Kittenpetter, target 0, and he's missed it by just 2 laps. And I believe he's going to have to go in and retire. No, he chooses not to. Kittenpetter on the low fuel. He's going to have to salvage what he can, although it's probably not going to be all that much. Dusty Lusky to the inside. Oh no, and that's not gone well at all for the AlphaTauri team, who I believe was clinging to the lead in the Constructors' Championship by not that much at all. Oh, and he's almost gotten into Pork Chops there. That's almost not gone well whatsoever. Up now comes Shiraya. Well, after the drama and the action unfolded here at Monaco, much to the chagrin of Killer XL, got into it with back markers, and it's Dusty Lusky who's going to cross the line and take the win here in the streets of Monaco. Killer XL, who I believe, in my opinion, rightfully deserved the win here today, met up with outside forces, and he wasn't able to escape them necessarily. He comes home second. Dirty Boy Jackson third. Helgeland, wow, what a race to the line it seemed just then. Helgeland gets fourth. EDA forward back a little bit. He's probably going to get fifth. Sixth is Pork Chops. So after it all comes to a close here, Dusty Lusky taking the win, Killer XL. Highway Robbery for him comes home second, Dirty Boy Jackson in third, Helgeland fourth, EDA Forward fifth, Pork Chop sixth, Shariah seventh, eighth, Houdini ninth, Katie 35, 10th, Capital 58, 11th, Kitten Powder, 12th, Grim Reefer, 13th, Soy Loco, 14th, Brian Mosser, 15th, Swee, 16th, Adeltonian, 17th, Hightower, rounding out the field, unclassified, and 18th is JC Blackley. And I tell you what, that was a very unbelievable Grand Prix here, and it gets even better as next week we head into the Midwest F1 Sprint for Portugal and the United States. So long, everybody. We'll see you next week.